Assalamu alaikum, dear friends and fellows. How are you? I welcome you here on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends, leadership. How enticing, how good, how beautiful, how nice is it? Everybody want to become a leader. Leaders of different fields. Some of the people are the political leaders, another some of the people are the religious leaders, still another some of the people are the business leaders. Today we are going to talk about this type of leaders who are leading in the field of business, because business matters and matters a lot. Earning money matters and matters a lot. We need to become the leaders in the field of the business. That is so much important, my dear friends and fellows. I think that we should be learn this skill of how to become a leader, because being a leader is a great honor. Being a leader mean the benefits on the one hand. On the other hand, you know on the other hand, the people are going to respect us. They look upon us enviously. That's also a kind of benefit. So, dear friend, it is a great honor indeed to be a leader. And being a business leader, it is not any way lesser important than the leadership of the politics, than the leadership of the, you can say that the politics and the religious and the business leader, business leader. So, there are certain habits of those who are the business leaders in the certain habits of certain personal habits of those people who are leading in the field of business. There are five personal habits of those who are the business leaders. Five personal habits of those who are the personal leaders. It is so much important. Now let's look upon all of those five habits, because if at all we adopt all those five habits, we too will become, inshallah, the leaders in the field of the business. So let's look upon all that. First of all, it is develop routines. Develop morning routines matters and matters a lot. Routine means something productive. Everything which is productive enough, which is good enough, beneficial enough, I need all that. Why not to make a routine? Because if at all I do it in a routine, what is going to happen? Doing something which is being done in a routine becomes easier. It is easy to do the thing, even the very productive thing. If at all we are doing it in a routine manner, it becomes very easy. It becomes very easy. And as for the morning routines are concerned, we need to take the most productive thing, and we need to do it in the morning time. And we need to rather have a to-do list. We need to have a to-do list, and this to-do list should be made prior to sleeping, prior to going to bed, for the next day. Because once we are sleeping, our mind will be working upon how to do all that. And not only that a to-do list is needed, rather we need to prioritize as well. We need to set priorities. What is the number one most important thing out of all which have been listed, and what is the second most important thing out of all what has been unlisted, and what is the now third most important thing, the fourth most important thing, the fifth most important thing, and the sixth most important thing. Five six things are enough to accomplish to in a single day. Five six things which should be out of the important thing, and it must be listed importance wise. It must be ranked. And how can we rank it? There are things which are important and urgent, so that should come into the category AFE. And now there are things which are important but not urgent, so these things should be put into the category B. Now there are things which are not important but urgent. These should be tagged as the C category item. Now there is a D category item, which are neither important nor urgent. So I think first of all we need to go to toward the A list, and that is the important and the urgent, and then the B list, which are important but not urgent. So dear friend, we need to accomplish five to six things, or even if at all we have succeeded in doing the number one and the number two most important thing inside our to-do list, I think that day is quite a successful one. So that is the first thing is develop the routine. Routine matters. I think the finest ever thing which we can adopt is have a routine. Adopt the routine of doing a good thing. Good thing should be enlisted. It should be ingrained upon our mind. And from the first thing in the morning till the last thing in the morning, last thing in the night, I think these routine, whatever becomes a routine, it becomes automatic. And doing that particular thing, a very useful and a very beneficial thing, it becomes a routine, it becomes an automatic. So let's make a routine of whatever good we want to do, whatever we want to learn. We need to make it as a routine. Doing it a routine is a very very important thing. Now the second is goal setting. Smart goal setting. Smart goal setting is very very important. Why it is that much important? So my dear friend, what a goal setting is very important. The mid-term and the long-term goal, the goal should be smart. Smart mean it should be fulfilling the five conditions, because there are five letters in the word smart. There are five letters. The first letter, it is must be specific. The second, it is must be attainable, achievable, realistic. Now the third is that, or it must be relevant. It must be relevant, it must be relevant. And now I have left one thing, the specific on the one hand, then measurable on the other hand, then it is the attainable, achievable, then it is the relevant, which should the relevant mean the things which should bring the improvement and the betterment in my life. And the lost a time bound, that there must be a time. Before that time I want to achieve it. So, dear friends, we need to set the midterm and the long term goals as well. So, that is the habit number. That is the habit number two, personal habit number two. Now, the personal habit number three is expressing gratitude. We need to become grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for whatever we have been gifted with by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There are certain things, obviously, we don't have that, but we don't need to pay much of attention to those things. Rather, we need to focus upon, we need to concentrate upon whatever we are possessing. And if at all whatever we are possessing, we need to become grateful to each of the item we are having. And also we need to become grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the trouble we are not experiencing. We need to understand, and we need to become grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has protected me from this trouble and from that trouble. So this is what we need to become grateful. And becoming grateful, it keeps us happy on the one hand, it keeps us productive on the other hand. We need to utilize whatever we are having for our own purpose, as well as for the other people as well. So that is how we can express the gratitude. So now the fifth and the last is the fourth is continuous learning. The continuous learning is very very important. Continuous learning, we need to learn from the cradle to grave. So that is the prophetic saying. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that learn from the cradle to grave. Also, those people who keep learning, their mind remains sharp till the end of their life. Their mind remains sharp till the end of their life, because they kept learning, they never stopped learning. And those who keep learning, they stay, they keep upgrading themselves as well. And we need to keep upgrading ourselves with the passage of time on a consistent basis. So that is so much important. So this is the continuous learning. And the fifth and the last is, that is the productivity hack. Mean, we need to learn how to get the things done. That is what we need to learn. But how, what are the techniques of getting the things done? One is leveraging time effectively. The basic resource we are having is that of the time. So we need to use it in a better, best possible manner. And then it is achieve milestones by deadline, and get you know get get essential tasks completed. Achieve milestone by deadline, and get essential tasks completed. How time blocking technique is very important. Mean a specific time for each of the item. Then it is the 80-20 rule. There are some 80% of the item which needs to be done, but these produce some 20% of the result. And now there are 20% of the item which produce the 80% of the result. I think we need to focus and concentrate upon those things which are 20% 20% in number, but these produce some 80% of the results. And the lost is that we can avail the benefit, we can avail the services of the AI, the artificial intelligence. We can take advantage of the services of the AI, artificial intelligence, because it is the chat GPT which has become so important. So I think we need to learn it. We need to take advantage of all that. So these are the five personal habits. These are the five personal habits of the effective leader in 2024. I think there is a lot which I and you can learn out of all that. Thank you very much.